When I didn't hear the news of the Pistons until last night watching Sports with Dan Miller. It's not because I didn't pay attention to Twitter or anything like that last night. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, "What? How much?" And there were varying reports on what the money total was. And I'm going to guess that some fans are going to be upset about how much money they spent, and that you're only going to get the only reason they got him because they overpaid for Monty Williams. Is the average response, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, there's no salary cap for coaches. The way you can care is if it means ticket prices go up.
Right.
They have the highest paid coach in the NBA now. More than Pop, more than Spo, more than Kerr. Pop, Spo, Kerr, and Mont. If you're going to go single syllable. Look, Monty Williams is the number one guy that when he got fired, we were on the air the next day saying it was 2.5 weeks ago he got fired. We were on the air to call him, get him.
And they did right away.
And when they were planning the whole thing around come coach Victor Wembanyama. They were planning that whole thing. And then when they lost out, they went back anyway, and he said no. And they circled back. And they got their guy, and I love it. I love it for a variety of reasons. I think, first of all, I think it's an A higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go a little bit of A minus. Like if I go an overall grade, I'll probably go A minus because of what they had to pay, but I don't really care that much about that. The knock on Monty Williams is that he doesn't necessarily prepare his team for the playoffs. I mean, there's a few things, but that was one of them is, the regular season can be used to get a team ready for the playoffs, and that maybe he doesn't do that enough, and that led to the downfall in Phoenix. But there's a lot to love about this order.
Well, I understand your hesitancy to give the full A there because of the amount that they paid him, but to me, that doesn't even come into factor. It should, and it shouldn't. It's can he coach? Yeah, he can coach. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's the best coach. I don't know if he's the best coach. He seems like he may have been the best coach available. I'm still surprised that Budenholzer didn't get really a look from the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a two-time NBA Coach of the Year. It's a guy who took over a team that won 19 games, took him to win 34 games, and then took him to great heights, right? And had to work with a young star in Devin Booker. I don't know if you know this. He was drafted after the Pistons pick one year. So
they should have taken him.
Yeah, so it's not like this was
Let's
a
do
no-brainer.
A whole topic.
He wasn't a no-brainer, gotta have him guy. I mean, he wasn't drafted at the top of the draft. So he got somebody who was taken a little bit later in the draft. Turns out he's a superstar and really turned Phoenix into something. Pistons have a lot of young talent here to work with, whether it's Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, or, of course, Cade Cunningham. That's got to be a lot to entice him. And in reading the article in The Athletic, they basically said that there were sources that told him that the Pistons were one team and plus another team that he was interested in coaching, but he was more ready to sit out the whole year than to get back right into the coaching. But, of course, they made the offer too sweet to turn down, I guess, on Sunday. They flew him out on Monday and had a deal done. Basically, they sent they sent numbers back and forth and agreed on it yesterday. So I love how it turned out. It was kind of quick, and I was wondering why it was taking so long here. Well, they waited for the right guy because the three guys they were interviewing.
Wait. It was kind of quick, and you wondered why it was taking so long?
We were wondering why. Well, because it took forever. They had these three names, and nothing was going on, right?
Yeah.
For weeks, they had these three names. Like, okay, nothing's going on. And then, boom, boom, a couple guys get fired, and everybody's like, well, go interview them. And they did. And it wasn't long that we found out that there was an offer made. Like a week later, there was an offer made, but they didn't accept the offer. And then a week after that, oh, wait a minute, they went back and got him. And, I was worried that this thing was going to drag out some more, and it did not drag out. It was actually from the time that they, met with him, it was done. I like it.